You're gonna help me in my room, Alex, while Daddy's on that.
No, baby, I said I was gonna do it.
I know.
Oh, hello, CFA Nation, Gabe, and I'm here. Oh, at the end. Oh, you got to be kidding me! Right now, guys, you got Patty Cummings. He's actually given up 7 runs already in what, an over. This is his second over. You know, Mayak Agarwal 3 for 12. Shubman Gill once again 10 for 10. Go ahead and keep telling me how he wasn't a test player and Shaw's better. What's up, Shnuel? What's going on, Shivim? What's going on, Arab? What's up, Laughter Express? Man, it's been a rough day, cousin. What's up, Gabe fan? It is rough in Gabe's world right now. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Don't know. There's another run. Yo, Mush. Exactly. What's going on, Joy? Absolutely, absolutely. What's going on, Cricket First 2.0? I was on your stream earlier, and it just ended abruptly. I know you had some communication issues. Let me get the thing so I can send it to you. Oh, guys, this is ridiculous. What's up, Renil? I mean, you know, it's funny. Nick and I recently did a video, and again, India's good. You know what I mean? India's test team is top, 1, 2 in the world, 3 in the world. You know, they're right up there with New Zealand and Australia, but it's so different. The first test match, Australia dominated, man. What happened to 36 sold out? This test match, India can't do anything. I mean, not India, excuse me, Australia can't do anything. Yeah, India could do no wrong. Right now, I lose everything. Everything. Savannah says hi. Like you cannot make this up, man. Seriously. Ajay, do me a favor. Send me that email again. I just typed it in, but it's not coming up. So send it to my Twitter. Should have saved it on here, but it didn't. Mitchell Stark in now. I mean, we need wickets desperately. Desperately, people. Oh. Unbelievable. She says hi, babe. Even the first test, India was on top before that bad hour when they got out 36 for nothing. You know what, Joy? That's a good point. You know, and Australia fans, if you guys are in here with me, you gotta admit, Australia has struggled. There we go. Mayank Agarwal gone. There we go. Mitchell Stark with the wicket. But Australia has struggled to break 200 without Warner. We need Warner back in the worst way. In the worst way. I mean, Smudge just hates me. I'm not sure what's going on. You're right. The first test was also dominated. You know, it was 2 things that saved that first test match. The captaincy and the 73 from Tim Payne right there, taking another catch. He is a marvel behind the stumps. I'm telling you. He's got to be one of the best wicket keepers, period. The guy has good hands. Mayank Agarwal gone on 5. Here goes Shubman Gill on his debut. India fans, can I get a little love? Can Nick get a little love? We were talking about, hey, what about Shubman Gill? What about Padikkal? Come on now. Check that Twitter. Hold on. I think I got my message on Twitter. I need somebody to explain it to me, man. What's up, Abe? What is up, Abe? All right, let me try to send you this again. I'm telling you, man. He goes Pujara. I mean, you only are chasing what 60 runs at this point. You know, Punjara doesn't really score quickly. Would you go to Punjara right now, or maybe go to somebody who scores a little quicker, or maybe there's just no rush? I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, there we go. Cricket for us. Check your email. I just sent you the link. Make sure I activate it so you could just join it. Oh man, there's still a day and a half left. Yeah, no, there's still. I get it, AJ. There's still a day and a half left. Ozja, check your email. Let me know if you got it. Man, Rohit Sharma will open. Rahul will not come. So you think it's gonna be Rahul? Well, yeah. I mean, can you imagine that too? India has had no Rohit Sharma so far these first two test matches, and no Virat Kohli this one. So eventually they're going to have Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. That's scary. I still think you need Shubman Gill in there. Just saying. The kid's done nothing wrong. Nothing but produce. Nothing but produce. And it's the sticks that India needs help with. I mean, Australia needs help with. Hold on. Ugh. Australia fans, let me know. You haven't got the email yet? Let me try it again. Australia fans, what do we have to do? Who's going to be our savior? We need somebody. We need somebody. And again, it's not like we're getting shellacked either. I mean, they did put up 368 that first innings, but we got to score runs. We can't stay under 200 all the innings. I mean, come on. There we go. Patty Cummings, the best a man can be. There's a wicket. Pujara gone. Pujara gone, trying to defend. We're not done yet. 51 runs needed. See, and that's why I said, look, he was just trying to defend there. it's a new ball. Do you want Pujara right there, or somebody that's going to try to score some runs quickly? See, this is the thing, though. This is our strength. This is the strength for Australia, the bowling, obviously. But you got to score runs. You can't expect to defend 70 runs. And then, like last time, I forget what we were defending. Yeah, 36 all out. How often is that going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, we got to score runs. Beautiful ball there by Patty Cummings. Beautiful ball. Yeah, never give up. I agree, Jamie Smith. Faf was out 199 today, Gabe. Faf scored 199. Oh my God. Yeah, Pujara threw his wicket there. And he likes to build his innings, right? He likes to go a little slower. That's why I was thinking, you only got to get 51 runs. Why not just bring out some of your other guys and leave for Pujara for later? You know what I mean? Those guys can swing away without worrying about it and leave your guy who's going to be out there all day long, Pujara, for the end. India do all the hard work, and the last they have to throw away the game. Yeah, I mean, now that would be a huge collapse if they do throw it away. I doubt it's going to happen twice. And again, win or lose, you always got to be able to see. Yeah, try to do that because I just sent it to you again. You should have it. I sent it to you from the from the from the CFA Nation email. But if you've got that email, let me know. Send it to me, and I'll send it back out to you. And man, Rahani comes in, gets a boundary immediately. ICC cricketers and teams of the decades awards. I have, you know what? Nick and I talked about that. A lot of people have looked at that, and it's the decade. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like and we've heard it here plenty. We have a very limited exposure to cricket. You know what I mean? So just because somebody's having a great year this year, just as somebody's getting having a great year this year, doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna have they were a all decade player, and it just it wouldn't be fair. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, for us to put our opinions simply because they'd probably be wrong. We're only going off a small sample size of this year, but we'll definitely check it out, talk about it. Did you send it to the CFA Nation one? Patty Cummings. Ooh, great ball. I mean, when you've got the bowling attack that Australia has, you're never out of a game. But I just think you're putting up too much pressure. Too much pressure. All right, sounds like a winner. See if Nick and I can get together to ooh, that hurt. Tomorrow, the next day, and do that. I've got the boring reviews email. No CFA Nation one. Oh, all right. Hold on. I was like, her. Man, you got to be kidding me here. Was yep, 2 wickets down. You're late. I know 2020 almost done already. This year is flying by. Flying by. What do I think of Gil? Ricardo. Nick and I were the one calling for Gil when India got beat and Shaw played terribly that first test. Nick and I were like, listen, I don't know where Padicle is. I don't know where Shubman Gill is. As a matter of fact, when the teams got announced, we were shocked that Shubman Gill got go back and check it out. We did a review. We actually did a reaction on teams when they were released for India. And we're like, where's Shubman Gill? That's crazy. It's a snub. Where's Padicle? You know what I mean? Like, and who else? I mean, obviously, we were also calling for Bishnoi Chakrabarti, who did end up making his test debut. But I mean, the guy's doing what he did all IPL. And I know people are going to say, well, IPL is different than test, but skill is skill. The guy's an opener. He knows how to last. Yeah, he's looking like he's played. He's looked like he's played 50 tests already. There's another one. Right now, look what happened. India dropped 2 quick wickets, right? And Shubman Gill's just up there battling, getting those runs. How invaluable has he been? Asjad, I'm actually asking Nick to do it because I'm not sure why it's not working from the CFA one when I send it to you. Let me see if I can send it from my personal email. From the official government one. Whew. Let's go, Mitchell Stark. Start getting pumped this over. Almost 10 runs. I mean, he's got a wicket, so I can't complain too much, but man. That's off the back foot there. And all right, there we go. Ajad, check again, man. I just sent it to you from my personal email. What just happened? There we go. Oh my gosh. In my opinion, Hashmin underrated this decade. Absolutely nothing to take away from Faf. It was needed in a fabulous inning. Gil looked up like a proper pair, very balanced. Looked like he has a lot of time. I'm telling you. And I mean, you got to give the guy a shot. You know, you're never gonna get, you know, the experience you need until they put you out there. Run rate's 4.5, 33 and 7 overs. I mean, trust me. And look who's doing the majority of the yeoman's work there. In my opinion, in ICC snub Bravo T20 team of many decades, not only T20 wickets, all the instrumental chips. Don Antonio, thank you for joining. And, you know, politics, I'm sure, plays a large role. Ooh, what do you say? Too high? If you're Australia, you challenge anything. If you're Australia, you challenge anything at this point that's close. Oh, no, I hit the bat. Ooh. Hey, do you want to... The Sri Lanka South Africa match, you know, I watched it the other day, and I was thoroughly impressed with Sri Lanka. I really was. They almost scored, what was it, 400 that first innings, and it took unbelievable performance by, I can't remember the South African bowler at the moment, but he was making his debut. He got 3 wickets like in a span of 3 overs at the end there, because if not, it was ugly. And then, unfortunately, South Africa had somebody retired hurt, so technically they only lost 9 wickets. All right, fabulous.
Hello. How are you? How are you doing?
Man, sitting through this right now and thinking to myself, like, as I'm watching this, you know, it's gonna take a Herculean performance for Australia to win this game. Okay, they've already got 33 and 7.5 overs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it really took a Herculean effort for Australia. I know everyone got down on India because they went 36 all out. But think about the fact that Australia also didn't score 200 in the first innings of in the first or second innings of their last test match. Like, their batting has been down. So you have to be able to look at it and say, okay, you can't put that kind of pressure on your bowling every time. Every time.
Definitely. And this is the thing. This is the first 200 score they've got, and it's exactly 200, right? They've played 4 innings, and this is the first time. Australia have lacked in batting, and the big reason is why Steve Smith.
Because he hates me. I don't know what I did to him. Steve Smith hates me. I'm breaking up with Steve Smith. That's it. It's going to be official. I'm putting it on Twitter, too. We're breaking up, man. Maybe he'll play better.
You might get 100 next game.
Yeah, South Africa replied, well, 600 themselves. Yeah, no. Sri Lanka, Simpala, that's who I was thinking. Yeah, Sri Lanka impressed me because I knew South Africa was good. I didn't know how good Sri Lanka was. And to put up 400 that first over, that was super impressive. And it could have been more, but they lost 3 quick wickets because Simpala came in and got 3 wickets in 3 overs. It was 2 overs because in 1 over, he got 2 wickets. He was on a hat trick right there. Simpala was a monster, man. Or Sipmala, excuse me.
I saw that game, like when he came in, because they were 340 for 6. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at something like 450 because they had Shanaka and they had Hasaranga batting or something. And then Sapama just came in and took those 3 key wickets. And 396.
Give me the wickets. Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. Mind you, breakup party tonight at Gabe's place. Yeah, man. Me and Smith are breaking up publicly.
Hello,
But the thing was, with that South Africa game, I expected them to get the 600 because look at how loaded that batting is. I mean, you know what I mean? But,
199. I felt so bad. Hello.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Look at the smile on his face. Oh, it's so brutal. Oh,
I am literally finishing up the finishing touches on Cricket Tuesday. But I had to jump on eating some of Savannah's rice that she so kindly cooked for me and watching India. I'm not going to jinx it, but hopefully India.
Is it over, Nick? Is it over?
I'm not going to disrespect Test cricket that way.
He said, jinx it. Oh my gosh.
34 more runs? Hey, at least we got past the 30. We got to the 36 mark. One more run and get past that jinx.
No 36 all out. You know, Nick, tell me what you think about this. And before I'm even mentioning it, I'm not sure if you're paying attention to that Buffalo Bills game, but the guy I told you could not score, he's already scored 2 touchdowns. I'm about to lose that championship. Bro, it's me. The dark cloud follows me wherever I go.
I forgot to say, how you doing, Ozjod?
I'm good. How are you? How's the food?
Delicious.
So, Nick, let me ask you what's a worse issue. Was it India 36 all out, or the fact that my Australian squad literally has only scored 200 once this entire test tour, and they look lost without David Warner?
Okay, listen, I'm going to refer to Ozjod after I say a few words here, because I want to know his opinion. I'm assuming, this is as a novice here, I'm assuming that since it's been quite a while since they last played test, and maybe this is how it is every year, I don't know. It's been several months since they last played test besides the practice. I'm assuming that might be attributed to maybe a little bit of rust, a little test rust. I don't know. What do you think, Ozjod?
I think that's a good point, but India hasn't played any tests since March either.
Right.
That's the way.
And they're down their captain. And they may change the 3 guys. They got Lord Siraj out there. I mean,
Siraj.
India. Come on. That's what I'm talking about right now.
One of the things is Steve Smith, and I've said it at least 2 or 3 times on my videos, he hasn't scored 100 since August last year.
Right? He hasn't scored 100 since Gabe started watching him.
Think about when we started watching cricket and watching the test. It was probably last November, right? Or December, and that's when I first became a Steve Smith fan, when we watched the test or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you, breaking up with him tonight, officially, publicly here. You heard it first. I'm going on Twitter right after this, and the bromance is over. I'm done. You can only break my heart so many times.
What do I got to do? Stop hanging out with me. What do I got to do?
That's never gonna happen. You got to deal with me, man. Look at you know what? Steve Smith's about to join the Sinister Six. Look at Don Antonio's Don Antonio's comment here. Apologies to Campbell right now. In two matches, his average is 27, and Steve Smith is 21. Oh my God! When you're
this series, Steve Smith's average is 3. Right? It's crazy. Goodness,
it's just darkness. It's bad. Oh, Nick, what do you think? Am I bumping somebody out of the Sinister Six and putting Steve Smith in there?
Well, let's think about it. You're not going to bump me out. We all know that, right? And I like being there. You're not bumping out John Campbell. You've gone all in on that horse.
You're
not bumping out
umpires.
Yeah, not a chance. So Chris Jordan. 3 spots, right? Ecclestone's already out of there. You put some people in and out. Who are the other 3 that I'm forgetting about?
Chris Jordan, all umpires.
You can bump him out.
Chris Jordan, all umpires. And you know what? It's a revolving door in that 6th spot, but I think Steve Smith has earned it. I'm one of those jilted lovers too. I break up with you, I'm angry. I'm angry texting you. So I'm gonna angry text him. He's on the Sinister Six. I'm done.
You should message him on Twitter and say, "What are you doing? What are you doing with me?"
What are
Score
you
100
doing to me,
already.
man?
The real question I have for you, Gabe, is this. And so far, India, they passed the 36 mark. Hallelujah. They need 33 more to win. Cummins is bowling, and we're in the 10th over. The question is this, Gabe. Is Savannah sick and tired of consoling you? Is her shoulder getting like way down? Is it getting bruised from all the time you're crying on it? I mean, is she like, get away from me? It's like the guy from Rocky. Get away from him. I mean, is that what she's saying to you because she can't take it no more?
Listen, it was in the marriage vows, bro. She already knew it. All right. Through sickness and health, through mush and losing. All right. So death do his part, bro.
Hey, Ozja, another question for you.
Yeah.
For some reason, my mind's playing tricks on me, or I'm not sure what's going on. I can't remember too well. What happened in that Stars and Sixers match? I can't remember.
Oh my god!
I don't know. It didn't happen. It was a dream, Nick. Do you know what actually happened? Right?
It was an amazing dream.
They needed 20 runs, and then it started raining, and then the match went to the Stars. So that's what actually happened.
You know what? It's been a rough week here in the Lara household. I'm about to lose a lot of money in this Buffalo Bills game with the Patriots.
Stephon Diggs.
Bro, I'm not even watching the game. I'm just getting updates because my league won't stop texting about it. And my brother keeps calling me. It's unbelievable.
Honestly, though, Gabe, I do feel for you on that one. That's bad, man. I feel bad for you. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, Shubman Gill with another 4. You know what? I'm beating myself up enough. I'm going to take some credit for Shubman Gill because I said, you know what? Drop jaw. Bring in some Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill, he's not ready. He won't even get a sniff on the test team. He looks ready to me. Looks ready to me.
He looks like the best opener out of both teams.
Burns, anyone? Burns is average. What average? You got to score to get average. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow. But no,
what's the chance that they bring Burns back for match 3?
Of course they will. I'm watching.
No, Gabe. They've said this is from CA Cricket Australia. They've said if the match is in Sydney, they're going to bring back Warner and Will Bukowski, the guy who's been doing really well domestically. He's probably going to get a shot in the next game anyway. So if Warner can't make it, at least Bukowski will. But I have a feeling that it will be Warner and Bukowski who open up. Wade has done well, but he isn't an opener. The first time he ever opened in first-class cricket or any red ball format was in the first test. So I think they're probably going to go for someone like Warner and Bukowski to open, and that will change. That will change everything, Gabe. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, let's hope so. We got to get the openers are just so important, aren't they? They got to face the new ball. They got to face the top of the order. You know, your biggest arms, and you got to have some guys that get you some stability because you see how easy it is to score after 10, 12 overs, and that ball starts getting beat up. 15, 20 overs. Now the balls really start coming.
No, I completely agree.
Warner might not be fit. That would be tough.
Oh, please, Warner, be fit.
That missing spot at the top has been very, very detrimental to Australia. And in this game, you can see Shubman Gill being there. His positive approach. He's 25 of 22. Is he playing T20 or is he playing Test?
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I even noticed that
strike rate. KTR strike rate.
Wow.
You didn't notice the strike rate? Nick, that's your favorite stat. Strike rate.
That's how good this rice is. You can give my compliments to the chef. This thing's delicious.
Pukowski, please be fit. Yes, Sean, please be fit.
Oh, it's that 24 more to win. Oh my goodness.
Now listen, I love this right here from where is it at? Gaurav right here. India's dominating. This is called some comeback. Listen to what happened. They were all out for 36. I was calling for all of them to go. Every single last one of them leave and never come back. Maybe not that far, but I was ticked off, right? What'd they do? They don't even have Kohli right now. They made the changes they needed to make. They put the brains together. They figured out who needs to go in there. And look at what they're doing in Australia against Australia. Now, they punched back. How is Australia going to counterpunch in match 3? What changes are they going to make? What changes is Tim Payne and the selection committee and JL going to make? We'll have to wait and see. But you got to give credit to India for the changes they made for altering the plan because, man alive, did it work.
You know what change is going to happen? Warner better go see that doctor to give him that special medicine, tape up that groin or hamstring, whatever it is, and get out there and play. All right? That's the change that needs to happen. Because we need more than 200.
Does he need some of this game? Does he need some of this? The Mr.
Yeah,
Miyagi?
Mr. Miyagi.
Wax on, wax off.
Oh, man. It's brutal. Jadeja a MasterCard by India.
How big are you on Mortal Kombat? Do you remember Jack from Mortal Kombat?
Yep.
Yeah.
He has to fit the steel arms. So I think David Warner needs some steel legs, right? Add them in.
He's a steel groin. Unfortunately, what happened to him talking about Mortal Kombat is he got Johnny Caged. Johnny Cage. Bam.
Oh, that's a good point. Nick, you're the Indian fan here. Would you go with who you dropping? Don't say Shubman Gill because then you'll be off the Sinister Six. No, you like being on the Sinister Six. But I'm just saying, like, who are they dropping? It better not be Shubman Gill. If India drops Shubman Gill to bring back Rohit Sharma, they lost their minds. They've lost their minds.
That's a tough question because the bowling attack is looking great. You're going to have to lose a batsman, right? You're going to have to. In my mind, because I don't know him too well, I would say like a Vihari. But how could you lose Vihari? I would go with Agarwal. I would drop Agarwal. Because this guy's a monster. This guy averages like 50 or something like that. But in my opinion, he's not in the greatest form right now.
Maybe Agarwal, okay.
Umesh Yadav is basically injured now. He's gone for a scan yesterday. So maybe he's going to be unfit for the next game. Potentially he comes in instead of Rohit Sharma. So Rohit Sharma comes in instead of Umesh Yadav, maybe.
Okay.
Don't think they'll go for that. Maybe they'll debut Saini, and then Saini can go for 80 runs in 5 overs. And
get pumped.
But that's a drive by Rahane.
Look at Hazelwood, the nightmare, not doing nightmare things. He's given up. He's quit. He's tapped out.
There's no quit in Australia. It's just you can't expect this to defend 36 every time.
He just gave up 10.
You're acting as if to defend 70. Are you kidding me?
10. Hootie.
Who's defending 70 and 10 wickets, bro? Come on.
Has Hazelwood been hanging out with Jordan recently? What's going on?
How dare you?
Did you see the leave? Did you see him leave that ball that was going at the stumps when he was batting?
Oh my gosh. I'm watching this and Savannah's like, oh, you're streaming? I said, nah, Ozjot is streaming. We're on his stream. And you did a great job, by the way. CFA Nation, thanks for showing up to Ozjot's stream. Those of you that were there, Renell. And I'm like, did he leave the ball? Like, bro, balled out, Nick. Balled out. Gosh.
That's a thing of beauty. I was going to join you, Ozjot. Sorry about that. I was working on some videos here.
Not a problem. I know it's Cricket Tuesday, so you got to prepare for it.
I like it.
Yeah, he's cleaning up all mistakes. Take 1, take 2, take 28, Gabe. Get it right this time.
Sometimes it takes a while. I just skip over when I'm talking and I go to when Gabe's talking, then I start playing it and watch. Actually, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all.
Nathan Lyon is our last hope. He's been really good, though. He's been really good.
Can Gary get 8 wickets for 20 runs? Can he do it? Can he do it?
If anyone can, Gary can.
Thing is, they only need 18. I don't know why I said 20.
I know.
That would have dropped them away.
Oh my gosh, this is so rough.
Gill's not even messing around either. He looks good, Gabe. You're right. You had that I didn't have that one. You had that one.
Bro, I'm telling you, I saw this kid play all year with in the IPL, and he was the best player on the Knight Riders. When you're talking about, think about the guys they have over there. Andre Russell, what's that other kid's name?
Morgan.
Dinesh Karthik. I'm telling you.
Brunel just said it's over, Gabe. So maybe there's wickets coming. Maybe there's wickets.
Someone said, I love it. Was it me?
No, Renil. Nick, I'm getting desperate.
What else is new? You should be used to this feeling by now.
Dude, way too often, by the way.
There's one. I'm a little behind you guys because I'm using my TV, not my phone, as I'm editing on my phone right now.
And it's over. I lost my fantasy championship, Nick.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Diggs is a monster.
Diggs, 50 points. These things don't even work.
You're surprised by that?
Stupid Diggs doll. Yes, I resorted to my little Stephon Diggs. I tried to give him a hammy. All right. I tried to give him a little high ankle sprain. I tried to give him a little concussion. Didn't work.
You get a hammer, Gabe, and then you just smash it. Right?
Suits me right. Suits me right. Oh my gosh. You got to be kidding me.
By the way, Nick, just wanted to say a couple of days ago when you were on the stream, you went through how to stream and things like that. Thank you for all that information. It was really helpful.
Oh, you're very welcome, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was helpful.
It really was, because I started streaming, and it was very, very addictive, but very, like, you have to stay focused. I don't know how you do it, where you've got more than like single digit people, like you've got triple digits on your streams. And I was like, there's only 8 people. I don't know how to keep track of clicking everyone's name, updating the score and everything. So no, bro, really commend you guys.
I forget at times to update scores. People are helping me out half the time. Especially when Nick's not here, I'm lost.
Well, you know, it's also tough on your own. It definitely is. You have to, you know, rely, and it's a good thing to rely on the comment section and whatnot. But I mean, I think we go hours sometimes without even mentioning what's happening in the match. So I'm surprised we keep people's attention.
You're entertaining people. That's why. Entertaining.
My pain is entertaining.
There's a dialogue from an Indian film about 9-10 years ago. It's called Entertainment, 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 and you are entertainment. That's how the gist goes. So definitely.
We try, brother. We try. Man of the match for India. Ooh, man of the match for India. Dare I say?
Jadeja. I go Jadeja.
Jadeja was a monster. Rahane as a standing captain with his century. And I'm going to spoil it right now. Give a little preview for our 3 wickets. I got a new name for Rahane, right? It is Rahane cannot run. He got a run out once again. This guy got Kohli run out, and he got himself run out. Rahane cannot run.
So what you're saying is he's a good captain, but a bad runner.
He's good at everything else. This guy probably, I don't know, he probably cooks well. He probably brushes his hair well. He probably brushes his teeth the way the dentist wanted him to. The guy can't run, though.
Can you imagine? This is the first time he's been run out in 100 innings in Test matches.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's the only bad thing about me right there. Because
he runs other people out. I think that's what he has done before. But he hasn't run.
That because he throws everybody else under the bus and gets them run out. Oh man,
you're right. First run out ever. That's hilarious. It was the wrong time for me to watch it. Look at this. He's a black belt. This guy's a black. Careful what I say. I love you, Rahane. You just can't run.
Yeah, you shut your mouth, Nick. Listen, I'm 40 years old, and the hook ain't what it used to be. So we're in the airport in India, and Rahane comes up to us and said, "What you say about me running? I might have to go the other way, cousin." You know what I'm saying? I'll call security for you.
Dave, listen. You know how annoying I am, but I've never got sucker punched before. Why? Because I talked my way out of it. I'll never forget in middle school. This guy was ticked, and I didn't read the signs, and so I threw like a your mama at him. This guy was clenching the fist, right, and he literally was going backwards, and I'm like, dude, relax. I'm just messing around. You're like my best friend. We go way back. I don't know what else I said, but he literally just like, oh, okay, yeah, sounds good. Was that close, my friend? Was that close?
I was so close. Look at Savannah. I got your back, Nick.
I appreciate that. I need
I was
everyone
just
to
going
get
to
my
say, if
back.
he can't run, then he won't catch you if you run.
Yes, that's so true. Oh, that's genius right there. All right, so I'm not too worried about the black belt then, because he can't run.
Not a day over 30. I wish, man. I'm 40 and I feel every bit of it. Look at this. Look at this.
13 more runs to win. Did you imagine this after that 36 all out?
No.
I literally was feeling bad because Knicks had a tough Christmas Eve, and I was feeling bad, man. But I'm like, Australia's gonna come in and dominate again. And boy, was I wrong. Oh my gosh, catch the ball! God.
Oh, sheer entertainment.
Thank you, Butterfingers. Catch the ball. Come on, Mitchell Stark. You're there. I mean,
everyone's talking about Gabe Run. I'm waiting for it.
Was that not a drop, people?
I was behind too, Ozjo. I just thought that was a drop, but at least he was diving. It wasn't like a gimme. It wasn't a Shaw.
It wasn't a Shaw. I love that. Wow, the Shaw drove by.
Am I wrong?
No, it wasn't a Shaw. But he had it, dude. When you got it in your hands, cupped with both hands, you gotta hold on to it. What's he got? Crisco in his hands? Oh my gosh.
Ooh, he should. Knowing him, he should have taken that. I know it's difficult, but he should have taken that. Like 9 times out of 10, Mitchell Stark has taken that catch.
Look, Savannah's even hit me with the drive-bys. When Gabe starts crying, I gotta go.
Gee, we lost Ozjo for a second. Oh, there he is.
Well, babe, just so you know, we just missed out on that big fantasy league championship. Thanks to that stupid doll that didn't work. 50 points.
It's a good idea, AJ. But what about my man Gabe? We got to have Gabe in that kind of video. You know what I'm saying? We got to do an ICC Awards rundown with Ozjo and Gabe.
Well, they asked me earlier, and I said our opinions are based on a small sample size, right? So for us, we're just talking about the players we've seen this year, and a guy could be down. Like, I'm sure they're gonna say like Steve Smith. But would I put Steve Smith up there? Absolutely not. Not the way he played this year.
Of the decade. Guess what, Gabe? The decade.
I haven't seen him play for a decade. So that's what I'm saying.
Here's the
Our
question.
opinions would be
Here's
skewed.
the question. Is 2020 part of the 2020 decade or part of the 2010s? It would be part of the 2020, right? So what happens this year is null and void. Steve Smith was a monster in the 2010s.
Jeez, look at this. This is ridiculous.
We were just doing a video we haven't posted yet for CFA. I didn't realize Steve Smith was averaging like 62 in tests. The guy's a monster.
That's why somebody explained to me, honestly, curses don't look at Savannah with another drive-by. Curses don't exist, guys. Can somebody explain to me what happened to Steve Smith? How does a guy go from averaging 62 in tests to this debacle I've gotten this year? Come on.
Yeah, so we have different opinions right here. What do you think, Ozjo? 2010 and 2019 or 2011 to 2020?
The only reason I think 2010 to 2019 because 2000 to 2009 are the 2000, right? So to me, it should be 2010 to 2019. But for some reason, they've released it as 2011 to 2020, which is very confusing. I think the reason why they've done that is because there hasn't been that much cricket in 2020. So they've considered this part of the previous decade, kind of merged that into one. And yeah, Steve Smith's a beast. Steve Smith has been a beast since 2013 or 14 when he actually became a batsman. Just imagine before that, he was genuinely considered a bowler. And then he changed everything.
Spin bowling.
Shubman Gill currently pumping Labuschagne. Now you know Australia's given up because they put in Labuschagne. He's given up 5 runs already in 2 balls. I mean, come on.
Where's Smith with the ball? Smith needs to come in and bowl and get 8 wickets. That's what he needs to do. Not doing it though.
Where I'm at 5 runs needed. 5 runs needed. Woo!
Yes, Marnus Lovashank is bowling right now. You
Exactly.
Your secret weapon, Gabe.
Listen.
One of the big things I've noticed is Australia had depended so much on Steve Smith and Labuschagne since mid of 2019, right? Because they haven't gotten a big score, you can see how weak that entire lineup is. Right? Labuschagne gets 28 odd, 40 odd, but he's not doing anything, and everyone else just falls by the wayside, which is really disappointing if you're supporting Australia.
Well, here's what's crazy, and I was watching that Australia game with, and now I'm even more impressed after I realized what his average was. But Tim Payne averages 27, not even 30 runs, 27. So for him to come and give us that 73 when it was much needed, you know what I mean, dude? That just shows you right there that Tim Payne is a great captain and he knew what his team needed at that point to win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
is that 4 to win?
If they don't get that 73, then Australia would have been out at 130 something, bro, or 129, whatever it was. It was atrocious. He was the last man standing.
Australia's tail has saved them up to a point in 2 out of the 4 innings. In the first match, the first innings, and even in the second innings today, in this match. Otherwise, they were 98 for 5 or something like that, right? So
unbelievable.
Their tail stands up. So the scores are level on
do a lot of test matches end before day 5? Because this will be the second in a row in this series where day 3 and now day 4.
Over the course of the last 2 to 3 years, yes, a lot of them. That is why I really wanted a 5-day test match, because I've been waiting for one for a while. The last one I watched was probably Headingley last year in the Ashes that I actually watched properly. I think you've reacted to it. But yeah, recently they've usually been ending around day 4 because the home team advantage more times than not has a lot of advantage. But it does happen quite often, a lot more than it used to, definitely.
Man, look at Nathan Lyon. Still, it's only 1 run, but he refuses to give it up. I love this guy.
Oh, how could you?
I read a comment that ajinkya means unbeatable in Hindi. So, and apparently, that's what's happening because he's captained 3 games for India and he's won all 3 or something like that. So
you know what? Controversy. We know we love it here at Board Reviews. But poll question, Nick, before our 3 wickets for tomorrow. Should Rahane be the permanent test captain?
Listen, I think it's too small of a sample size. There are stretches where teams like, say, the Lakers, or when they had Kobe, where they have LeBron, where you take those star players off because they were injured and the team actually does better. Does that make me think that the Lakers are better without Kobe in his prime or LeBron in his prime? No, not at all. You have to have a bigger sample size. But I've been calling for Kohli to not be the captain of all 3 formats. I think it's too much for anyone. There we go. India wins 5 wickets. Rahane, India here after getting shellacked. After, India cricket seemed like it was going to die for crying out loud. What he did here, he helped. I'm assuming he helped with those selections. Fantastic win in Australia. This is absolutely unbelievable. It's now tied 1-1. There's still 2 matches to go. If he wins this series after going into captain 0-1, you got to have a serious conversation.
My average rant time in 2020, 7 minutes. I say that's about as long as I go off before either Nick catches me or I catch myself. 7 minutes. I'd have to go back and check. That's the average Gabe rant time. Final thoughts of this game, gentlemen. India fans, congratulations. India, way to go, way to bounce back from that 36 all out. this is also without Rohit Sharma and Kohli. So this is why we know they're one of the top test teams in the world. Australia fans, and I'm one of them, you know, we can't put it all on the bowling. Yes, Australia, in my opinion, has the best bowling attack in the world next to New Zealand. You know what I mean? From what I've seen thus far.
Yeah.
But you can't expect them to defend, 200 and 100. What were they defending? 70 this time? That's just brutal. You got to get more scoring. And I think bringing in some young guys. Look what India did. They went and got Shubman Gill. If for whatever reason David Warner is not ready, then bring somebody else. But please, for the love of Pete, don't stick to the same formula. Even the first test, which we won, let's be real. Burns didn't do anything. All right. He got some runs in that second inning when the game was out of hand and there was no pressure. All right. But he's not an opener. Let's not have him there. Azjad, I'll turn it to you before we leave it off with the man, the myth, the legend, Nick. What are your thoughts on this?
India has been amazing throughout this test match. There was one session in almost 4 days where India looked a bit wavered. But apart from that, India's been on top of it. No Rohit Sharma, no Virat Kohli, no Ishant Sharma, no Mohammad Shami. And they win the game in MCG in Australia by 8 wickets so convincingly. It's hard to not applaud them for this performance. And Australia, Gabe, I'll let you rant away, but all I want to say is blasphemer! Or I'll do my best. It's terrible. Honestly, it's not the best way to come back from, winning 36 all out, winning in 2.5 days. No.
We can still hear you. You're good.
Right. Winning in 2.5 days and then come here and then getting wiped out completely. Their batting is atrocious. Their bowling is okay. So the bowling I'm not too fussed about. They dropped 6 catches at least. The camera doesn't want me to talk, but I'm going to keep talking, right? Australia has failed themselves in this in this match. And in the words of great Oliver Queen, they have failed this city for sure.
Woo! Got a little Green Arrow reference there. I love it. The billionaire. Listen, first of all, Gabe, blasphemer on you. 7 minutes is your average rant time in your dreams, pal. Maybe your average My Little Pony rant time, but not cricket rants. Your average is at least 15 plus. You go 8 minutes straight talking about the weather, for crying out loud. You gotta be kidding me with that nonsense. I like what Renell was saying. We're going to say something for our 3 wickets. I love what Arvo was saying. He's like, guys, I got to go watch Cricket Tuesday. That makes me so happy. But listen, this match, this is exactly how you want to respond to that embarrassing all out for 36. You want to know why? Because even though maybe your hardcore, hard-pressed luck Australia fans are going to bring it up, no one's bringing it all out for 36 right now, because guess what happened? They lost a match, and they won a match without their captain, without their heart, without other guys. You said Shami. That's the biggest absence, in my opinion, for this. And they did it with spinners. They did it in Australia. I was calling for everyone to get fired. They were able to show me, a novice, what cricket's all about. It's a long game. It's a patient game. It's a beautiful thing. I still think if this Shastri guy is the same guy that said John T. Rhodes, he can't do anything to help us out, that makes me kind of mad. I think they should still maybe move on somewhere else, but you got to give him credit this time because this was a huge win after responding for all out for 36.
The last thing I would say is somebody just said Dhoni was the biggest absence. Yeah, because you got Saha, who's a great wicketkeeper, but his stick ain't right. And then you got Pant, who could hit, but he's dropping. You know what I mean? Like, Dhoni was so valuable because he was a great wicketkeeper and because he could get you those runs. You know what I mean? I still argue, man, I love Pant, man. But you know what? That's another thing for our 3 wickets we'll talk about, so I don't have to talk about it now, man. But maybe you need to go back to Saha behind the stumps for the next test match, because 2-3 wickets in a closer 2-3 drops behind the, easy drops behind the stumps. that could play huge in a tight game. You know what I mean, Nick? But we'll see.
Listen, I'm going to jump in, Ozjot, real quick because I'm responding to some of the comments, guys. Love you to death, Australia fans. I get you're saying Australia lost. It happens. Listen, what did Australia need after the all-out for 36 to clinch that? They need like 70 runs or something like that, right? 70 or 80 runs. That's the same situation India was in, and there was no all-out for 36. Australia could not score. They could not keep the consistent scoring going on. Labishing, 2 away from a 50. Steve Smith, he had a hot date with his wife or something. Forgot it was an anniversary or something. I'm not sure what's going on. He had Christmas presents to open up. There was no all-out for 36, and India in their second innings still only needs 70. Why? Because they busted a 300-burger in their first innings. Why? Because my man Rahane, who cannot run, he got himself a century in that first innings. And that's a beautiful thing. I get it, a win to win, but you can't tell me after all out for 36, a historic collapse, you can't tell me the win the next match like this? You kidding me? Is not huge.
No, definitely agreed. So, gentlemen, I'm going to leave you guys to be. Got to go help the wife out with my husbandly duties after finish streaming this game. Try to get on her good graces so I could go cry on her shoulders. My fantasy season is over. Just lost my championship match. That hurt. You know, could have used those ducats. But it didn't happen. You know, Australia lost. You know,
Get that shoulder ready, Savannah. Get that shoulder ready.
The world's tiniest violin.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man! Smith is playing at home. You know, I am like Roberto Muhammad. I am seriously going to have to reach out to Steve Smith on Twitter, man, and officially make it official and just break up with him because the bromance is over. I don't know what to say, man. That too, Sirosa. That too.
I appreciate that, Partha. Ozjot, final thoughts, my friend.
India have shown their class. India have shown that without their key players, they're still one of the best sides in the world, beating one of the best sides in the world at home. So there's no words. I'm going to do my video. I'm not going to do my video right now. It's 4 a.m., but I'm going to do it when I wake up.
Wow.
Ooh, he's joined the Night Watchman team.
Wow.
Ozjot is team Night Watchman.
You passed me up. I didn't even do that. Wow, look at this guy. I love it.
Mind you, he streamed the first part of the game. So he's like been going strong, man. What, 4 hours plus?
You just earned your stripes, my friend. You just earned those stripes. Nice.
Nation stripes, baby.
Legitimate. You earned yourself a little cameo of Nick and Gabe on your channel anytime you want. That's impressive.
Amazing. Absolutely. But yeah, definitely. I think India's shown their class, and I can't wait for the next match because if Warner comes back and they get Pukovsky, Australia, and Rohit Sharma comes back for India, that's going to be an even tougher contest, and that's going to be amazing to watch. And hopefully we get a 5-day test match, which is something I've been waiting for a while now.
I'm going to end on this question right here from Alka. Nick, do you still want to see Patty Cole and Tess? I do, but we can wait now. There's no reason to rush the big fella. We can wait. I'm going to start paying attention, or you can wait. I want to start paying attention to see if he's doing any first-class Test cricket matches and see how he does in that. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for joining us on this quick video. Don't forget to check out Cricket Tuesday. And we dropped our Wonder Woman review for the new Wonder Woman 84 on our channel. Check out our thoughts on that.
My man,
spoiler-esque, all spoilers. But with all that being said, Gabe, Ozjot, Nick here. Until next time.
That's 6 runs.
That's 6 runs.
Adios, guys.